This is Kiara. When she was 2.5 years old, Kiara was diagnosed with restrictive cardiomyopathy. This means her heart was not capable of relaxing in between pumping. Her parents were told she would not live past the age of 5 or 6. Last year, Kiara had a heart transplant. Doctors removed her heart and replaced it with one that works how it should.
So doctor, what's my heart up to?
Your heart is a muscle. It is located a little to the left of your chest. Your heart is not actually this size, but the size of your fist. There are lots of muscles in your body. They are even in your butt. But the heart muscle is extra special because of what it does.
How does my heart beat?
Come, I'll show you. Before each beat, your heart fills with blood. Then it contracts to squirt the blood along. When the heart contracts, it squeezes so it can squirt out the blood. Your heart does this all day and all night. Your heart is sort of like a pump, or 2 pumps in one. The right side of your heart receives blood from the body and pumps it to the lungs. The left side of the heart does the exact opposite. It receives blood from the lungs and pumps it out to the body. You probably guessed that the blood doesn't just slosh around your body once it leaves the heart. It moves through many tubes called arteries and veins, which together are called blood vessels. These blood vessels are attached to the heart. The blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart are called arteries. The blood vessels that carry blood back to the heart are called veins. To our eyes, the blood in the veins looks blue. The blood in the veins is deoxygenated and must enter the heart to restart the cycle of sending oxygen and nutrients to the body. All this movement of the blood through the heart and around the body is called circulation, and your heart is really good at it. It takes less than 60 seconds to pump blood to every cell in your body. Kiara, the heart is one hard worker. Your heart was different because it never used to rest in between pumping.
That's why I couldn't walk upstairs or run. I used to get tired really quickly and my face looked a little blue.
That's right, Kiara. But since you had a heart transplant, your heart is working just fine, like everybody else's.
Yeah.
Now I see you can walk up lots of stairs. You can sit comfortably on the floor. You're learning to ride a bike, and I've even seen you running in the library. Shh, I won't tell the librarian.
We would like to strongly encourage anyone who watches this film to become an organ donor.
You could give kids like Kiara the gift of life.
It's just like the Oscars of science awards, isn't it?
Far more glamorous.
I think the Eurekas are important for, I suppose, showcasing the best Australia has to offer in terms of science, and I suppose hopefully encouraging a whole lot of the younger generation to go into a science career.
Science saves the world, and here is a night where everybody looks to the most brilliant contributions in this field from the whole of Australia, from tiny little kids all the way up to the most senior professors, and the best of their brain is on display.
Geeks Science Eureka Prize for primary students.
I was speechless.
A 6-year-old's battle with heart disease has inspired her classmates to make an award-winning documentary.
The children hope Kiara's story will help save other lives.
Suffering a faulty heart since birth, Kiara Lloyd was a very sick little girl until she had a life-saving heart transplant last year.
I can run a lot and play a lot more now, and I've got more energy than I used to have.
Now she is a bundle of fun. The 6-year-old and her schoolmates from St Teresa's Primary have harnessed that energy to make Kiara's gift, an educational DVD about the heart and organ donation.
Doctors removed her heart and replaced it with one that works how it should.
Last night, they were recognised in Australia's top science award, winning a prestigious Eureka Prize.
We didn't even expect to be in the finals, we just wanted to do the movie for fun.
The DVD took months to put together. In that time, Kiara transformed from a shy student to a little star.
I was a little bit worried that she might not be ready for this, but throughout the process of the production, working with the other children, she really started to come out of her shell.
Did you like being the star of the video?
Yes, very much.
The other big question is, what does a bunch of primary school students do with $1,000 in prize money? Well, no, they won't be spending it at the school canteen. They're donating it to the Heart Foundation and spreading the word about organ donation.
You could give kids like Kiara the gift of life.
Emily Rice, 10 News.
What a great story. Fantastic kids. Well deserved.
A group of primary school students from Mascot has taken out one of Australia's most prestigious science prizes. They've won a Eureka Award for an inspirational project designed to save lives.
It was a very big night for the kids from St Teresa Primary.
Congratulations, guys.
The little band of brothers and sisters collected the top prize for a 3-minute video about the human heart. Far more importantly, about the transplanted heart that saved the life of their mate, 6-year-old Kiara Lloyd, who naturally had a starring role.
Your heart is not actually this size, but the size of your fist. There are lots of muscles in your body. They are even in your butt.
Built the sets, played all the parts, shot it and edited it. Before her operation and the DVD, Kiara was different.
A bit scared about it.
Now,
play a lot more and a lot more different.
She's like talking non-stop.
Kiara really needs a new organ, and if you can donate one, then that's good.
the underlying message is simple enough. Become an organ donor. And becoming an organ donor is simple enough. You can do that with a stroke of the pen while renewing your driver's license.
You can save somebody else's life. It's
absolutely.
Excellent, yeah.
Just be sure to tell your family. Peter Harvey, 9 News.
There's way too much doom and gloom around, so we're starting the program with one of the best feel-good yarns we've heard for a very long time. We talk about the mouse that roared. A little primary school in Mascot called St Therese is won our nation's most prestigious science awards. You must be very proud of your young students.
I'm enormously proud.
What about those beautiful faces looking at us from the paper today, huh?
How good is that?
Yes, just terrific. How much time and effort was required to make the video?
I'll be honest, a lot of time and effort goes into it. Time on the kids' side of things and my time as well. But at the end of the day, when you come up with a product like this that seems to have the impact that it has, it's worth it.
And whose idea was it to enter it into the Eureka Science Award?
My principal, Jeffrey Carey, is mad about his science at our school. He's very enthusiastic about science and children becoming independent learners. So he passed that on to me. He's provided the time for me to work with these kids, and took it from there.
I tell you, all the negative things we hear about schools, and these wonderful things are happening in schools all over our city, I'm sure. Terrific, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It's great that the media have picked this up and are giving some positive publicity to schools and our school in particular.
My word. Describe the students for us. I mean, what are they like? Good kids?
They're great kids, as most of the kids at our school are. They're humble in their victory. They really appreciate the opportunities that they get. They don't sort of take anything for granted. and they're an absolute pleasure to work with. I love my job.
Yeah, good on you. And how did you make the film? Did you use your own cameras? Did you borrow some, get help? How did you do it?
Well, we have professional cameras at our school.
Oh, great.
That we use, and we have editing software, so we use our own materials. And our principal is really good because he provides it for us.
Yeah, your teacher told me that. He must be terrific.
Yeah, he is.
What's your next project? You've got to do something else now.
Well, we're currently making more productions in the school.
Yeah.
We've been making movies over 4 years.
Oh, that's terrific. I just think it's such a wonderful story. I tell you, there's a lot of bad things happen in the world, but you've made us all very happy today with that story.
Thank you. It's really great that everyone's been encouraging us and giving us support about how we made a good project and how they're showing it to the world and stuff like that.
Well, that's the thing. Look, it's just terrific. Well done. Congratulations on behalf of me and all of my listeners, and great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emma.
Okay.
Bye-bye.